Speak at a normal speed like you would during a conversation. Speak like you are talking to a person on the phone. There is no need to speak too carefully or slowly. Speak at a normal volume, not too loud or too soft. When you are ready, click Next.
Before you start the test, we need to hear you speak, so we'll give you a question. Listen to the question, then give your answer. You have 30 seconds to answer this question. Try to speak for as long as you can. Imagine that an old friend is visiting you. Would you take this person to a restaurant, or would you make a meal at home? Explain your choice.
To start the test, please click Next. Part A. Reading. Please read the sentences as you are instructed. Please read sentence 1.
There is a new employee who is late almost every day.
Now read sentence 2.
My manager has been asking me to finish his task.
Now please read sentence 3.
I wonder how long this situation will last.
Now read sentence 4.
I am getting tired of staying at work an extra 2 hours a day.
Now read sentence 5.
I was thinking about driving to the beach with Nick.
Please read sentence 6.
We're tired to find a weekend that would work for both of us.
Now read sentence 7.
Nick had just got a promotion and an increase in pay.
Now read sentence 8.
His new job put him under more pressure and he rarely got a free Saturday.
Part B. Repeat. Please repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, a voice says,
Leave town on the next train.
and you say,
Leave town on the next train.
Would you mind giving me a lift?
Could you mind giving me a lift?
Some days can be really tough.
Some days can be really tough.
We have the resources to get the job done.
We have a references to get the job done.
Why didn't you say so?
Why didn't you say so?
No one can question his loyalty to this project.
No one can question this project.
Mark this date in your notebook.
Mark this date in your notebook.
Jim is really a remarkable employee.
George is really a remarkable employee.
Please review chapters 1 to 5 for the final exam.
Please review the chapter 1 to 5 for your final exam.
How can we fit all this text into such a small space?
How can we put all the jacks into a small bag?
Being married or single never matters much.
Hey, married or single never affect this much.
Drink plenty of fluids and get lots of rest.
Think of your trip and got some rest.
Patrick doesn't really care much for spicy food.
Often, never, really. Take off food.
Viewing hours are 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursday and Friday.
Leaving hours of 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursday and Friday.
Shipping and handling costs are not included in the price.
Shipping and delivering charge are not included in the price.
Please note that this form should be typed or filled out in black ink.
Please note that your sheet should be white and write on the from the black ink.
Refusing to follow the rules is grounds for immediate suspension and loss of pay.
Refusing to rules, it's very difficult.
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?
and you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle.
Would a row of desks be more likely to be found in a classroom or a field?
Would you prefer the desks in the classroom or a field?
The change is very important. Is it meaningful or insignificant?
Meaningful.
After Jessie paid a fine, did she have more money or less money than before?
More money than before.
If you solve a problem, do you find a solution or a cake?
Solution.
What time of day occurs between the afternoon and night?
Evening.
Larry wants to make a chocolate cake for dessert. Should he look in a recipe book or a fashion magazine?
Recipe book.
Is land that's almost completely surrounded by water a peninsula or a river?
River.
If traveling is a burden, is it troublesome or easy?
Troublesome.
Parental permission is required for the field trip. Should Paul ask his teacher or his mother to sign the permission slip?
To his mother.
If I am struggling with a project, is it easy or hard?
Hard.
If I needed to see something when it's dark, would I look for a cookie or a lamp?
Lamp.
Would you go to the beach to see waves or tickets?
Waves.
To make the room brighter, should I turn the light on or off?
On. Light on.
I think my leg is broken. Should I tell the doctor or the policeman?
Doctor.
I have many questions about the instructions. Am I clear or confused about them?
Clear. Oh, sorry. Confused about them. Confused about them.
What do you buy to ride on the train?
Tickets.
When cooking, what do many people often wear over their clothes to keep them from getting dirty?
Protector.
Which month immediately follows August?
September.
Management was neutral about the proposal. Were they interested or indifferent?
Interested.
Carl's son has developed a cold. Did he get sick or make something?
Sick.
If a person is running, are they moving quickly or slowly?
quickly.
Melissa donates a lot to charity. Is she greedy or generous?
Generous.
Is a textbook whipped or published?
Publish.
Should Ellie fill her new aquarium with fish or birds?
Birds.
Part D. Sentence builds. Now please rearrange the word groups into a sentence. For example, a voice says,
Was reading. My mother. Her favorite magazine.
and you say,
My mother was reading her favorite magazine.
Away. Please put that.
Please put away that.
Confidence. Lacks. The girl.
The lacks grow the confidence.
To the library. Peter went and found the book.
Peter went to the library and found the books.
That iron. Be careful not to touch.
Be careful not to touch that iron.
To get 4 tickets for the match. Paul was able.
Paul is able to get the ticket for the match.
That we should go now. Does everyone agree?
Everyone agree that we should go now.
Is a romantic comedy about 2 friends. The movie tonight.
The movie tonight about 2 friend comedy.
Fences. The snow may damage.
May damage the sensors of the snow.
To leave early. It makes sense. And arrive before dark.
Arrive before dark and to get early. It's
That they can't. Don't they know? Park there.
They no to park there his car.
Part E, Story Retellings. You will hear 3 brief stories. Each story will be spoken once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the story in English. Try to retell as much of the story as you can, including the situation, characters, actions, and ending. You will hear another beep at the end of the 30 seconds.
Two actors named Ellen and Thomas were performing in a play on stage. Ellen forgot what she was supposed to say and didn't say anything at all. She felt embarrassed, but fortunately Thomas remembered her line. He told her the line very quietly. She smiled at Thomas, said her line, and the play continued successfully.
Was walking down the street when she saw her friend waving to her from the opposite sidewalk. Samantha smiled at her friend and began to walk toward her. Suddenly, Samantha saw a large bus on the street coming right at her. She ran back quickly and waited for it to pass before continuing to the other side. When she finally reached the other sidewalk, her friend told her to be more careful. Kelly and Michael play tennis together every week. Michael almost always wins. One day, Kelly asked Michael to give her some advice on how to improve her tennis game. Michael gave her some tips and showed her a few things to practice so that she could improve. The following week, Kelly beat Michael 3 games in a row. Michael was very surprised that she had improved so quickly.
That she improve a lot.
Part F, Open Questions. You will hear 2 questions about family life or personal choices. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to answer the question. You will hear another beep at the end of the 40 seconds.
Do you think that a family should ever borrow money from a neighbor? Please explain with examples of such events. Do you think that a family should ever borrow money from a neighbor? Please explain with examples of such events.
Yes, my family.
Think that weekends should be spent resting and relaxing, while other people